Hi, welcome to Get Personal with Finance. Today I want to share with you the 3 critiques that I have on why financial literacy programs are failing you. So as a young adult and college student, it's great to have more information. I think that's programs like financial literacy, it means well, right? But as you know, it's just more information to inundate you and confuse you. And that's probably why you're turning to YouTube and social media to hopefully simplify things and get good information. But however, with the feedback that I'm getting and the students that I'm mentoring, I'm realizing the opposite effect, is that it's causing them to be more impulsive, it's causing them to make terrible financial decisions or short-term financial decisions that will impact them negatively in the long term, and that they don't understand that personal finance is more personal than just the finance aspect of just money, 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 and all the fun things that money can buy. And so it's very disturbing. And so financial literacy programs, I get it, I support it as well too. It's a great start. However, here's reason number 1. It's that it's a one-way communication, right? And it's filled with facts and figures thrown at you, telling you, all the bad things if you don't do it, and all the technical aspects. That does nothing to really build a connection with you. I know that because it was hard for me. And so as I connect more with students, I realize what's being ignored is the emotional part. It's how students feel about their money. Yes, they have a lot of anxiety and stress, right, already around money, let alone other things in their life. But finances is a topic that the simple issues of their feelings and emotions, it's not being addressed. So that's something that we need to do better of, and that's something that we need to build a community to support. And that's why I'm making a commitment beyond this channel and the weekly blogs that I do and the private forum is to do monthly workshops too, so students can interact and we can have more dialogue and discussion. That is where I can see that we can make the greatest impact, where financial literacy can start, that we can build upon, right? So that's the first critique. So the second critique is, again, it all comes down to our behavior, right? And so it starts with knowledge, but knowledge is only potential. It's all but potential. But how do we get that potential to actual action, right? And so we got to talk about our habits, our belief system. So that's a big part of financial literacy programs out there. Show me financial literacy programs that are talking about what I'm talking about. It just doesn't. And so it gets ignored because our emotions are being ignored and buried. It just balls up and it becomes worse and worse, and we just don't like the topic, right? And so, but again, personal finance is more personal than just the finance aspect. But here we are just talking away at all the financial, technical, and we think that's gonna solve problems. And it isn't. So that's a challenge. It's kind of like in my industry where I'm only gonna focusing on helping my clients grow their money, right? It's all about growing their money and investments, but what about other aspects of a person's finance? What about protecting their wealth? And what about transferring it? And what about spending it? And how does that feed into my client's quality of life? How can they enhance their quality of life? By giving more to charity, by giving more back to their family, et cetera, et cetera. So you see that. So number 1 is that it's very one way. Number 2 is that it's focused on a very narrow aspect. So item 3, it lacks the support that it needs. Remember, personal finance is not something that you just talk about and be done. It's something that you need to practice, that you got to ingrain as part of your operating system, it's just who you are, right? Because when we make a decision to spend or save or to invest or to take on debt, hopefully these are conscious decisions that are just not backed by emotions, but it's also backed by a good understanding of the basics with also the idea of what's the end goal as well too. So again, financial literacy is a part of a bigger picture, right? And so we need to make sure that we're not just, again, promoting facts, figures, statistics, technical jargon, and knowledge, but we need to do a better job at building a community, a support, and making financial literacy more inclusive. And in my also, and you know where I stand on this, is just maybe changing the word financial literacy altogether and talk about financial empowerment. So we can learn about finances, so we can enhance our quality of life, so we can have better careers, can make better life decisions, and we can further enhance ourselves, so we can be more generous, we can be more thoughtful in our decision making, and we can be more go-givers. So those are the things that are really important. So again, if you look at our private community, we have an active forum. We have a lot of resources that it's all about the personal aspect. It's actually not all, but it's more about the personal aspect that connects with our finances than just about the finances. Because again, anybody can Google and get information there. So it's really, really important that, again, going back with a full perspective of, again, financial literacy is good, but it's just a starting point. And there are a lot of things that are missing from it. And I want to make sure in this video I address it. And so, you know, I'm very conscious of it and why this channel is unique. And what I'm doing is very purposeful, is to make sure that I'm getting you to connect better with the topic of finance. And I want to make sure that you're in a position where you can master your finances and be better for it, right? Where, again, you're driving your finances, you're in the driver's seat, and you're empowered to make good, confident decisions that you know that you also see the long-term effect, not just the short-term effect. With that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please join our private learning community. Click on the link. Continue to build your knowledge and connect more with the topic of personal finance. Go beyond financial literacy. Get personal with your finance. This is what it's all about. Be empowered. Because remember, finances is supposed to enhance our quality of life, not to take from it or distract from it. We drive our finances, so use it to empower us to be more, do more, enjoy more of life, right? So please like, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.